Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of In My Voice Pod with your host, Roya Awi. No, I'm your host. Whoa. Welcome back to another episode, chat. Did y'all miss me? Yeah. What? Okay. Yeah. Anyways, welcome back. How was your guys' week? You know, I always ask for you about your week. So like, I'm a thoughtful girl. Let's give it thoughtful. But yeah, my week was actually not too bad. Work wasn't too stressful this week, but it's about to get. Anyway, I'm not even trying to get talked about work. But yeah, nothing too crazy. Yeah, nothing really happening in my week. What about you, Mr. D? Anything exciting happening in your week? What happened? Sorry.
Nothing exciting happened. It's Mother's Day on Sunday.
Oh yes, it's Mother's Day when this comes out. Happy Mother's Day to every mother.
Every mother and every future mother.
But anyways, happy Mother's Day, guys. If you're a mom watching this, comment down below. Again, you know the usual. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share. Listen to it on Spotify too, because I feel like, again, you people don't know I have it on Spotify. Listen to it on Spotify as well. I'm trying to build a community. But yeah, also share, please. That would really help me grow, you know, because sometimes listen is hard. It's given like, and the reason it's hard is because it's expensive. Also, these solo episodes are cutting down to less than an hour because it's getting too expensive for me, and you probably are not promoting it, so we have to meet in the middle. I'm joking, but no, yeah, just so obviously I can be able to still do what I love and also be financially responsible. I have cut it down to less than an hour, so obviously I don't have to like pay for more than an hour. You know what I mean? So yeah, but yeah, it's just hard. It's a little bit sometimes demotivating when like y'all are not like commenting and like reposting and like sharing stuff. So I really like it if you guys do that. That would be great. And like listen to it on Spotify, like on YouTube and stuff. But that would be great. What happened in my week? Oh my gosh. Quick story time. So I just find it so funny because this week at work, one of the people I work with, obviously I work with predominantly non-Black people, right? And one of the people I work with, and I've had this experience a couple times in like non-Black spaces, where it's like they'll say, they'll just say this random rap song. They'll be like, oh, do you listen to this rap song? And they're asking me. And it's just like, out of everybody in this room, why is it me that you came to come and ask if I listen to a rap song? Like, it's kind of like, it's so funny. Like, it's just like, why is it me? Because I'm usually the only Black person in these spaces. I don't really take offense to it, but I think they just assume that I listen to rap music, which is really crazy because I really don't. Like, I don't listen to rap music. But sometimes I just lie and say, oh yeah, I know the song. Just because I just want to like, be like, oh, I have to represent my Blacks. I can represent them.
What song did he ask?
He said something Gunna. I don't even know the name, but it was Gunna. And this new NBA young boy Gunna, all those things. I don't know it. I'm not really into it.
It's giving old lady.
Go shut up. But yeah, I'm not really into it. It was a song by Gunna. I don't know. Like me and rap nowadays, when I do it, all I do now is R&B, Afrobeats, dancehall. Nothing crazy, but like I had to just lie and say yes. I know the song. They not ask me to rap it. Because I would have been like, oh, but yeah, sometimes I just be lying because I'm like, I have to put my Blacks. They can be like, oh, like, you know? Yeah, go ahead.
Who was the last like rap artist you listened to?
Like American rap, because like British rap, like they're British rappers that
okay, one of each, one British, one American.
I think the last British rapper that I probably like properly listened to was Stormzy's like album, which was like maybe like 3 years ago now or 4.
Let me get a quick 4-bar.
I can't even remember. That was a long time ago, fam.
Have you heard of Shut Up by Stormzy?
I told you about that song.
I promise I've known that song from time.
Cap.
I've known that song from time.
That's a very old song. That's
okay,
very
so
old song.
Give me the beginning.
I can't even remember at this point.
Wow.
No, looking at me. Tell me I'm not shut up. No, I can't remember how it goes. I can't remember the talking part. Do you remember?
Mention my name in your tweets. Rude boy.
Shut up.
Better than me.
Anyways, but yeah, I just be lying, child. I just be telling them, yes, I know the song because I I don't know the song. Yeah, I just be lying to these people, child. Just if any rap artists they say, I say, oh yeah, I know it. Even sometimes there's some Afrobeat songs that I remember when I was doing like last year I was working with this non-black person and he said this Afrobeat song I didn't know. I said, oh yeah, I know it. I just be like, yeah. Like, oh my god, guys, are there any? Put in the comment. Are there any? Obviously, I know lying is not good. Please don't be lying, no. But are there any petty lies that you just do in general? They're just like, it's just funny, but like you're just doing it because like, let me just, I don't even want to have the conversations like, oh my god, you know the song, da da. So if, for example, stuff like that, I do be lying, child. But anyways, yeah, okay. Getting into what's tea bestie, where we discuss trending topics and hot takes. So did you see the video of that pastor's wife basically saying that like, oh, like she gets her husband ready to go and cheat? Did you see that? I'll show you the video. I'll put the video up, guys.
I had a radical heart shift from that moment. I got in my word, under my word. I just completely changed as a person. And I realized that God loves me, that God has a purpose and plan for my life, that God chose me, that I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. Yeah. So he would call me out my name. It wouldn't bother me because I allowed God's voice to be louder than his. And when I was going through transition of him not coming home on the weekends, not being there, telling me I hate you, I'll never love you, I wish I never married you. Right. I knew that life and death is in the power of the tongue through the word of God. So I would say, you will love me one day. We will have a good marriage one day. And although he would go out for weekends, I would literally help him get ready to go meet a side chick by ironing his clothes and getting him ready for the night. And these are all things I was graced to do. I would not encourage anybody to do that unless you are graced by God to do this. But once I knew who I was, I realized.
Yeah, so guys, that's the video. I don't know if you guys saw it, but if you did, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Now, oh child, I just feel like this video, as in the man is verbally abusing you. He calls you whatever he calls you, and he's cheating on you on top, and you're dressing and say, oh, God called you to do. And I think it's, first of all, it's a very dangerous rhetoric. Like, people are using God for like, girl, he ain't tell you to do that. He did not tell you to do all that for him. You know what I mean? And also, why is it always the woman that has to be so, oh, God, so he should change? Why are you doing that? Why didn't God to speak to him? Why is it only the woman that God is speaking to? What do you think, Mr. D?
I can't speak for the man.
Bruh.
I can't.
Okay, but like, what do you think about the situation?
Because that's crazy.
Facts.
I would just say I just think, she's saying God, but she truly just needs to love herself and be able to see that
and know how God loves you. Because if God loves you, this cannot be how he wants you to be treated, right? Obviously, I understand. Obviously, I'm not married, but I understand like marriage is like hard times, and I know people don't like that like hard times thing, but they are hard times. Not even cheating, just in general, they are hard times that you have to stick by your partner. Yeah, go ahead.
This isn't hard times.
No, I know. Wait, I'm getting to that. I do understand that there are hard times, and obviously sometimes both of you need to pray. Maybe one of you are really the prayerful warrior, and I get that, but this situation that she's talking about could not be hard time because he could have stopped all that he was doing. Like, what do you mean that you're calling out her name, verbally abusing her, saying all these things about her, and she was there saying, oh no, you love me, forcing him to love her? Like, that's insane. Like, I actually think like, and this is to people that are my age and younger, don't listen to this woman. Do if he's doing anyhow, you do anyhow too and go. I just feel like this is a little like I just think it's a little crazy, and like saying that like you're getting him ready to go and meet his child chick. I'm so sorry, there's no one anyways, let me not project, but I just feel like this woman she was cheating to, because there's no way you are doing that and you're saying, oh no, you're sitting and waiting for him to come back home. Like, that's insane. What do you think? I feel like you have something to say.
I just think that, like you kind of said, I feel like if the husband's the one that's doing the wrong, like God would talk to him and speak to him, because he's the one that's doing wrong.
No, facts.
You're trying your best to obviously be a loving wife, but like what you're doing is degrading yourself and your wife by allowing him to basically still do the things that are toxic in the relationship and not speak on it. She should honestly be running away, but clearly that's not what she sees. Because
my thing is that if it's such a godly marriage, why wasn't God speaking to him as well? It's not a godly marriage. She's the one that's the like Christian, if that makes sense. Like, she's the one that obviously wants the relationship. And I'm not even necessarily saying, I'm not saying she should leave. That's not, I'm not giving her advice because she's a grown woman. She knows what she needs to do. However, I just feel like why it seems like from this clip that she was the one fighting for the marriage, and he was just doing whatever. And whenever he felt like he's done, he would come back and she would accept it. And no, that's the thing. I don't like to give advice, but hey, here I am giving the advice. I just feel like and I think this is normal. Like, it shouldn't just be you fighting for a relationship. If both of you don't want, if one of you don't want it, let the relationship go. That's just what I think. I think in a relationship, for it to work, both of you need to want it. You know what I mean? And I just feel like, also, I think also when a man knows that you can take anything, he will do anyhow. So, and I think obviously from the situation, he knew that like, oh, all his wife is gonna do is pay for him, and she'll be okay, which is insane because he has seen you finish, and it's like, that should not be the case. I think like this vice versa, husband should be like, oh, if I do this, my wife is gone, or the wife should also be like, if I do this, my husband is gone. You know what I mean? So both ways, I think, it's not fear, it's just more of a deep respect for your partner, not wanting to hurt them. And if it's such a godly marriage, you will look to God first, and God is not telling the husband to do that. You will look to God and say, how should I maneuver this relationship? You know what I mean? And again, I just feel like this is, and women time and time again have been the one. Even that one time when that relationship counselor was like, he came out that her husband was cheating, and like, he was the relationship counselor, and she was like, oh, I'm wearing the armor of God and all those things. And it's like, time and time again, it's always the woman that like has to bend and has to be the prayer warrior and has to be all these things. And it's like, why can't the man be the one that's so prayerful? Because the God say praying is only for women. Why can't he be the one that's so prayerful? Why can't he be the one to be like, I'm gonna stop this, like I can't keep doing this, like why? So yeah, I just think this whole video actually killed me, because I was like, there's no way she thinks this is like a motivating thing. Like what was the point of her telling the story? See, that's another thing. People, sorry, I'm not promoting lying in this episode, but there are some things that you should not tell. Like, I strongly believe also with having a good relationship, it's not everything you tell your partner. For example, if someone gave a really good example, it's like, if let's say one of my friends was bashing my boyfriend, would I come and say, oh, by the way, this person did that? Obviously, I'm not going to be friends with that person anymore, but I'm not going to tell them what this person said about you, because it doesn't serve any purpose for you to know that. You know what I mean? So I do, like, it's not everything that in a relationship you have to tell your partner. Obviously, if it's bad, please, if you're cheating, please tell them. But if it's something that you know is going to hurt, how do I say this without saying about cheating? Because if it's something that's like, it really doesn't add any value to them to know that information, keep it to yourself. What do you think? Like, do you think in a relationship you should tell your partner every single thing that you're aware of?
For the most part, yes, but not this. Like, I also agree with you that there's some things that like you don't necessarily have to always talk about. Like, some things you just want to keep to yourself. Yeah,
no, I agree. Like, exactly. For the most part, yes, you should. If something's happening in your life, you should tell them. But it's like, it's not everything they need to know. Like, it's not everything that someone says that they should know. And I don't know, I just feel like it's not every single thing that they need to know, because again, all that information is really just hurting them.
My thing is, as long as like during that situation you defended them and you stood up for them.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
They don't need to know
that, like, oh, your friend said this about you. Like, you don't need to know that. And that's another thing. Again, this woman, there's some things that in general just take to your grave. Between you and your husband, you take it to your grave. The whole world did not know that you were dressing him up for your side check. Like, do you have, obviously don't tell us, but do you have stuff that you're taking to your grave that you wouldn't tell your future wife, or just you wouldn't, like, nobody knows?
Yeah.
Like, you have, same. Actually, do I have? I probably do. Like, no, I think I have. I think, yeah, there's 100% stuff that I'm taking to the grave and nobody's gonna know. Because it was like, in this day and age, because of social media, there's no secrets anymore. Like, nobody keeps secrets, and it's like, secrets is to be kept. So, because again, first of all, especially because these things are mostly about me, it's like, it's none of you guys' business, nobody's business to know these things I'm taking to my grave. Because maybe it happened way back, but why would I come and start telling, like, let's say you have a new partner, why would I start coming and telling them that happened like 5 years before I met them, just because? My dear, I'll keep everything to your grave, fam. Like, take it to your grave. Like, no way. Like, no. But let me know, guys, do you guys have, it's just a yes or no, you don't have to tell me, but if you want to tell me, I love gist. Let me not lie, I love gist. But no, do you guys have things that, like, you're definitely taking to your grave that you can't really tell, like, whoever your future partner is and like, yeah, because I truly believe that there's no one in this world that you're gonna tell like 100% of everything. Even if you've been with someone for 30 years, there's some things that they don't know. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just think it's healthy. Like, don't be telling all your secrets, child. But yeah, what do you think? You're quiet today, Mr. D. Why are you so quiet? Are you tired?
No, I'm just listening.
Oh my gosh, listening. How do you feel about the pod?
It's going well. I think we're doing a great job. Sorry, boss. Sorry, madam. You are doing a great job, madam.
Girl, shut up. Mr. Dean does help me quite a lot with this pod. So yeah, we are doing a great job, I guess. I don't know. You guys let me know. But yeah, okay. Let's move on to...
Guys, like, comment, subscribe, share. Otherwise, I'll be out of a job.
Yeah, he gonna be fired, child. He gonna be fired. But yeah, okay, let's move into In My Voice, where I rant about anything on the topic of the day. Obviously, Mother's Day is coming up Sunday, and I was just thinking, but also I had this conversation with my sisters, which is really funny, is what kind of parent do you think you're going to be, right? So before I get into the questions to like prompt your answers, what kind of parent do you envision yourself to be? First of all, do you want children? And what kind of parents do you envision? If you do want children, what kind of parent do you envision yourself to be?
Right now, currently, obviously, I guess I'm just young, so I'm not really thinking of kids.
You ain't that young.
I'm very young. I'm very young. Okay. But I'm not thinking of kids. So
you're in your late 20s.
I'm in my mid-20s.
Late.
Mid-20s.
Anyways.
Mid-20s. But no, I'm not really thinking of kids right now. Apart from,
but do you want, like, at least you would know if you want kids or not?
Yeah. You know, I have a little, like, mini-me's around a little bit. But apart from, like, what kind of parent I would be, I'm not too sure yet. It's like a mix, you know, like a mix of like I forgot the dad's name. Was it Damon Wayne?
No, that's his actual name.
That's his actual name.
Oh, for My Wife and Kids.
Yeah, My Wife's Kids, like his character, right? What's his name? What's the character's name?
I can't even remember.
Whatever, but you guys know the character.
Yeah.
But yeah, like him, like a mix of him, like the fun side. But I also want to be a very like serious dad at the same time, right? I'm not sure. Okay, maybe not like Olivia Pope's dad, like maybe not like that serious of a father, but like a fine mix between him and Damon Wayne's character.
Yeah. Would you want to be like your parents? Like, do you have things that you would love? Or would you want to be a big parent? And if like not 100%, do you have certain things that you would like for your parents and certain things that you wouldn't like? You don't have to tell us, but like just in general, you can.
I'm not really too shy. Like I can tell you what I like. At least for my mom, like I feel like my mom, like personality wise, I kind of like mesh a little bit. Until like she's very calm, I'm very calm. I don't get angry too easily like that, or I don't like raise my tone of voice too easily like her.
That's true.
So I think that's what kind of like what I like about my mom. My dad wise, like when it comes to parenting, I guess is the advice. He's always trying to make sure that he cares a lot about the family, and he's always trying to make sure that everybody's okay before before he's okay. So I think that's one of the things that I really like, and I want to also keep and continue as well.
I'm gonna be a cool mom. I'm trying to be a cool mom. I know obviously people say this all the time, but I don't think I'll ever be like outdated. Like I would know what's up with my children. You know what I mean?
Another cap.
Okay, maybe not the rap songs, but like
another cap.
I don't think but I would know like social media and stuff. I would like all the lingo and stuff. I would know it.
Do me a favor. Yeah. Touch the hat on your head again. Cap.
I would know lingo and stuff. Maybe not music, because if they listen to rap, I don't think my children are gonna listen to rap that crazy. I think they're gonna like Afrobeats for sure.
She talked to my little brothers once, or she's talked to my little.
Why did I talk to your little brother?
No, she's talked to my little brothers a few times.
Why?
Like she's hung out with them because it was a birthday. You know, just invited my friends around. Yeah, she talked to my little brothers once, and after the conversation, she looked at me very confused.
That's cap. I definitely know lingos. I think I would never be. Anyways, I'll be the cool mom that's like, obviously I'm joking. No, I'm not joking. I think I'm going to be a cool mom, but pretty straight, because I grew up with very strict parents, and I do appreciate them for certain things. Like, for example, and I know this is very trivial or very like minuscule, like it's not that deep, but I've noticed that a lot of people don't grow up being quite confident. I'm not saying I'm the most confident person, but what my mom did when I was growing up was more and this ties, oh my God, happy Mother's Day to my mother. I love that woman so much. But one thing she always made sure we did was like make sure like we weren't comparing ourselves to anybody. So my mom has like very like she's a very confident woman, and she made sure that we were very confident as well. So literally very often in my house, she would make me and my siblings like recite like, oh, like nobody's better than me. Like she would actually make us do those things. And I think that helped a lot in my confidence and like making sure that like, obviously as you grow up in the world, like you kind of start comparing, that's fine, but in a general sense, she did such a good job in making sure that like I knew I was very like smart, I knew I was very pretty, I knew, and like that goes for all of like my sisters and brother, like that goes for all of us. Like she made sure that like we knew that like there's nobody like me, or like and that's what she always made us like recite every single time. So I think that's one thing that I would do for my children, is make sure they have those kind of affirmations that like, hey, because the world is wicked, and they'll try to make sure that like your child is not confident, or your child doesn't have certain things, and like your child feels a certain type of way, which my mom was very much against. Like nobody can tell you who you are. So yeah, she did her thing with that. She ate that little one thing. But yeah, okay, no. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be a cool mom, quite strict, but nothing crazy. But yeah, but I just have trivial things to just ask you. So when you have children, and this goes for both genders, because I think, except for the makeup and stuff. Anyways, so for example, what curfew at like, and everything here is going to be probably at age 16. What curfew do you think is good for you when you have a child that's 16?
10, maybe 11.
You see, this is why I say me and Sadi are quite different.
Actually 10.
We grew up very differently. He grew up in Canada, I grew up in Nigeria. He's Canadian, I'm Nigerian. He said 10 p.m. for a 16-year-old. I said 8 p.m. 8:30 maybe. Because why?
Because sometimes they got a lot of schoolwork to do.
Okay, so stay at home and do it. I'm confused. Where are you doing it? Where else would you be doing it?
Yeah, they could stay at home.
Yeah, curfews is for when you're out.
No. I mean, see, if they're playing sports, and they're at the gym, like I'm not gonna be like, oh, you can't, like, you can go to the gym.
I see you ate that.
That's why, because I know for me, like, it was definitely 10 because the YMCA closed at 10.
Yeah.
That's why I said 10.
Yeah. Okay, no, he's convinced me. You know what, if you're playing a sports and you're doing something like extracurricular, yes, for sure. But if you're like, you just want to hang out with your friends, girl, you better be back on way at 30, child. Like, what are you doing there till 10 p.m.? Like, I don't get.
One thing my parents always did was that, like, if I was to ever go, I can't stay there for more than like 2 hours. If I stay, no. Like, if I stayed there for more than 2 hours, I start getting phone calls to be like, do you want to sleep there? Yeah,
that's the thing I don't understand about African parents. Why do they have a thing? Because my parents are kind of the same way. It's like, do you want to sleep in? Terms like, why do they have a thing when you stay in your friend's house for such a long time? Like, I get, like, maybe from their, like, generation, it's like, oh, you don't have a nice house or something like that. Or, like, you don't have a nice friend that you want to go back to. But I don't think that's what it is in our generation. It's just, you really like your friend and you want to hang out with them. Obviously, and I think that's more for when you're older. When you're 16 and stuff, you can see them in school tonight. Like, you don't need to stay there for 5 hours. When, like, obviously, when I was in uni, my mom was more like, why are you staying there for so long? I'm like, I like hanging out with my friend. Like, I don't know, they just have a thing about it, but I don't get it. But again, 16, I'll say maybe 8:30. I could push it to 9, but 9 p.m. if you're not playing in sports or doing like violin, like instruments or something like that, like, girl, if you don't get your ass back in this house, don't let me, what about makeup? If you have a daughter, when would you allow her to wear makeup at 16?
I don't know.
Because Mr. D again doesn't have sisters. Okay, he doesn't have younger sisters. Yeah. So like, it's obviously he can't tell his older sisters what to do really. So he doesn't know. Me and my sisters had this conversation, and I think we both agreed to, like, because my mom didn't allow us to wear makeup until uni, maybe. Me was grade 12 because I'm the last born, so I just started wearing it honestly in grade 12, and she didn't really say much. But genuinely, she wasn't like loving makeup, like she wouldn't let it. And I think honestly I'll do the same thing, and not even because of I think makeup's too grown or whatever, but I find that a lot of people that started wearing makeup earlier, they're not comfortable in their natural skin. And I just don't want that to be my child. Like, I want you to be very comfortable with my natural skin and making sure that, like, nothing is wrong with how you look naturally. Obviously makeup is amazing, but nothing is wrong with how you look naturally. Obviously prom and stuff, yes, you can do the whole makeup stuff because that's just what comes with prom, but on a day-to-day going to school in high school, you're not wearing, like, I am not, and I agree, like, I am not letting you wear makeup. Like, I think it does, even same thing with nails, I think it does more damage than you think as a child. And I just want you to be very confident in who you are naturally. You know what I mean? So I don't think I'll be letting my child do that. Obviously, people will be like, oh, you're so naive. And like people at that time, they will be doing things that like freaking 13. Your child will be the only one like not doing those things. And I've kind of experienced that myself. Yes, it does suck, but how do I explain it? I think wearing the makeup is not what will make you cool, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like that will even help you build your character, and like nobody can say ish to you, you know what I mean? Because girl, what do you mean you need makeup? And I just found, because even when I went to high school, a lot of the girls could not come to school without makeup. They, like, it was just quite insane that, like, because me, I had bushy eyebrows, I had like crazy stuff, and I was giving my low confidence, you know. And I think I genuinely like appreciate my mom for that, in terms of like not letting me wear makeup at such a young age, because I don't think I will be as comfortable, like even on camera. Like my last episode was without makeup. I wouldn't be as comfortable with that if my mom like allowed me to wear makeup at such an early age. And I also think like children don't really understand how damaging makeup can be, in terms of like, if you're not cleaning your face properly and you're not doing all those things, you're gonna maybe have acne and have like skin problems, which is like, obviously, and children don't necessarily grasp that. They're just like, oh, I'll just wipe this off, and like they don't really grasp until you get older and you're like, okay, skincare is important, all these things are important. And it's like, yeah, I don't know, but a lot of people say, how can you, because obviously this is 16, so how can you control that if they're working? Like if they want to buy makeup, they're gonna buy makeup. And what do you think? Like just in general, even like for boys, like let's say you don't want to like them to have like certain like thing before like 18. I don't know what you guys wouldn't have, but like, okay, let's say ski mask, for example, because ski mask represents something different. Obviously, let's say your son wants to buy a ski mask because he thinks it's cool, and you're like, no, but he's working, so he can buy it. So it's like, what are you going to tell him to not, like, how are you going to say don't do it? You know what I mean?
Ski mask. See, I don't know, man. I had one. So I don't know how to respond to it.
So, okay, so you find if your son has a ski mask, like, buys one for himself, and wears it.
I'll trust that, like, obviously, like, he's just wearing, obviously, like, but, like, the thing about me, like, even if I acted, I was like, I had a ski mask and I wasn't doing those things.
Okay, but how would you know? Like, that's my thing. I'm not saying ski masks is you're doing those things. No, of course not. But like, I'm assuming, okay, maybe you're just saying that like, oh, you hope that you raise them well to not do those
basically
things,
like not to do those things.
So then why would they want a ski mask then?
Wintertime, it gets cold. You want to protect your whole face. For the drip, hey, at the end of the day, it's for the drip, for the aura. Yeah. Like, I get it.
Okay. Example, let's say they want a really nice shoe that's freaking like maybe $500.
If they work for it, they can get it.
Again, this is why me and Mr. D are very different.
It's a nice shoe.
Yeah.
It's a nice shoe. They said they wanted something. They've had the ability. Like they set a goal for themselves. Like you have to think about it this way. They've set a goal for themselves, right? And now they've worked for that goal, and now they have the money to achieve that goal. Who am I as their parent to not notice the work that they put in to get that goal and to stop them from getting it? No,
I'm not saying stop. What? Because the reason I was like, because what I'm just thinking is, if you're saying, okay, you're gonna buy this expensive thing, fine, you buy it once. Okay, they want it again, like something different, but it's also expensive. It's like, just because something is expensive, just because you want something doesn't mean you should use all your money to buy that thing.
No. I'll definitely teach them a rule of like, if you can buy it at least like 3 times, then maybe you can buy the shoe. Like,
I don't even believe that rule too, though.
No, like,
can you buy, people that buy houses, can they buy 3 houses?
Hey,
no.
If you can put 3 times the down payment down, you can buy the house.
I don't necessarily believe that rule. Like, back to what was I trying to say?
Parenting.
Yeah, like I just feel like, okay, I get what you're saying, that like I just hope that they're not gonna buy it. Like they would, like, okay, you work for it, and that's amazing, but anyway, I think it's different for guys and girls, just because again with the makeup thing, yes, okay, they can afford it, but it's like 1 second. Yes, they can afford it, but I just want them to be so comfortable with who they are as a person. I don't want them to mask the makeup and like. Anyways, I just hope I'll raise my children well enough, or like confident enough, so that even if everyone else is wearing makeup, you can't do that in my house. And that was kind of how my mom raised me. Literally everyone around me was wearing makeup. Even the Nigerians, a lot of people were allowed to wear makeup. I wasn't. Yes, did it suck? Yes, but that was not the thing that made things suck, if that makes sense. Like that was like very like, okay, whatever, like, because girl, we ain't going nowhere, we're going to the mall, that was about it, like, you know what I mean? So it didn't suck that much. So it's like they'll be alright. Anyways, what did you want to say? What if your kid gets caught with like a vape? Sorry. Where did I start? Hey, no, that's a serious stuff. How would you navigate that as a parent? Oh Lord, I don't know. I think I'll just tell my husband, you need to take over, because if I grab this child, man, like, I don't know, because I'll be very like, at like 16, because I'm assuming this is at 16. Because I'm not, another thing I was going to get to is more of these like smoking and stuff or whatever. I'm not saying, I would never make it like, oh, I'm okay with it, but I'm like, when they go to uni, I'm just assuming they're going to try these things, right? I would not phrase it in my house that I'm okay with it, no. But if they let me know, I would just be like, hey, these things can cause da-da-da. By the end of the day, I can't control them in uni. So whatever they do. But if you're before uni, so before 18, vaping, I will have to give it to my husband, because if I can't handle this, I don't know. I genuinely don't know what I'll do. I'll just be like, oh my gosh, like, how did this even start? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know how I would do it. I don't know. And that's the thing. That's another. Honestly, I think you have to be a prayerful parents, because genuinely, even me and my siblings talk about this, how it's like, me and my sister moved here at such a young age, and we never did those stuff. But my parents were not here. So it's like, we could have done those stuff, but we didn't. So I just genuinely, I boil it down to like, is God, because my mom is a prayer. I'm sure my dad, both my parents are prayerful people, and it's just like, please just make sure my child, you know, follows the right crowd and does the right things. Obviously, there were certain things that they didn't, like, they didn't let us have, like phones and stuff, which maybe obviously made me not cool, and maybe that's why I didn't hang out with. Anyways, obviously you can do as much as you can physically on earth, but I think being prayerful as a parent honestly is such a big thing. Like, oh my gosh, because I literally tell my mom, like, yes, I'm so happy, like, you're a prayerful mom, because there's a lot of things we could have gone through, because you're not here. Like, there's nobody telling me no, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, what would you do if you call your child with a vape, like with a vape?
I don't know.
You don't know too.
I don't know, because at that point in time, like, you can do all the punishments, you can be.
Yeah.
I just think it's more so like, they'll just have to understand that, like, I'm actually very disappointed.
Yeah.
Right? Obviously, there's going to be some serious consequences, but, like, the first emotion they need to see
is disappointment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, that's what probably the same thing.
Okay.
What's it called? Yeah, no, it's a little like, that one is above me, please. Like, I really pray that I raise my child to not want to do those things. But yeah, that's above me, child, because I do not know. But yeah, let me know, guys, whenever you have a child, if you want children, if you find them with a vape at 16, what would you do? How would you navigate that conversation? Because me, I don't know. It's above me. I don't really know what I can do to them. But hopefully that will never be a situation. But yeah, okay. Wigs. Again, you don't have sisters, so I guess you don't get it. But for me, if I have a 16-year-old daughter with wigs, my sister says she'll be fine with it. Me, I don't know. I don't know if I will be. I don't know. I don't have an answer to that one as well.
Why wouldn't you be?
I just feel like wigs means that, like, and I know maybe people might not like this, I guess, maybe, I don't know. But I just feel like wigs is like, you're grown. Like,
so a wig is you're grown.
I don't know.
To me, I feel like the makeup is like you're grown.
Because, okay, why? Why is makeup grown?
Because isn't the makeup supposed to be like an enhancer?
I see what you're saying. So it can make you look grown.
Exactly.
But
a wig is just hair.
I mean, honestly, I can be convinced. You know what I mean? My daughter comes to me and she's like, oh, Mom, I really want a wig. I might be like, oh, let me think about it. I might be convinced, but right now I don't know. I might not allow her. But if she really wants it and she convinces me and she says, oh, I work for it, I can buy this $300 wig, then hey, I might be convinced. But that should not take away from your studies.
See? Same thing with the nice gift you were talking about.
What happened to it?
When they wanted a nice gift, like when they wanted a nice
Oh yeah.
Same thing.
Exactly. I guess it's the same thing. Yeah, you're right. She just really wants you work for it. Yeah, I can't be convinced with the wigs. Okay, piercings and tattoos. Would you let them get those at 16?
Nah.
Okay, but they're working. They can go by themselves and get it.
I just think like there's certain things when you're young, like if you're 18 and above, like sure, go ahead. Mm-hmm. But just certain things when you're young in my household that I want to like uphold, and just keep and like just give you more of time to like think about things.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, again, I think I will hopefully set up my household in the sense that like, mommy is not okay with this kind of stuff. Even if she has tattoos, I think it's more like, okay, I had it at older, like when I was a bit more older, not 16. You know what I mean? And I thought about these things. But it's not okay before 18. Like, that's not okay. That's not something that would run in my household. Because at the end of the day, I just want you to think about what you're getting on your body. I'm not saying tattoos are bad, but just think about it. And don't go and get a skull. I know I'm saying don't go and get something stupid, but just think about what you're doing to your body. And hey, if you've wanted at 16, you still want that exact same thing at 19, then I wouldn't even say sure. Just low-key, just don't tell me. Just come home and have it. Like, don't even say, oh, mom, I'm doing. Don't low-key tell me. Like, just do it. Obviously when you're grown, and then I guess I'll see you and just be like, okay, whatever. But yeah, before you're grown or uni, I guess, like, girl, that would not run in my house. No. And okay, last thing, dating. Would you let them date at 16?
Both genders, no.
Yeah, see, I just think there's no point. Like, there's no need before uni. There's really no need to be dating in high school. Like, genuinely, now that I'm outside of high school, it's like, what are we dating for? What is the date for? I don't really.
Outside of high school?
No, before in high school.
Like, I actually don't know. I didn't get it either in high school.
Yeah, obviously I know people find the love of their life in high school, but my dear, don't worry. You can find them in uni. You can find them outside of uni. Like, I don't really get the whole dating in the high school thing, because it's like, maybe because I'm a Nigerian, but what can you really offer me?
No, but like
in high school, what can you offer me, child?
But for those that do find
their person
in high school, put in the comments, like,
yeah, let us know if you found your person in high school.
Do you find them in high school?
But I still think, because, like, yeah, like, for my child, I'll just be like, no, focus on your books, child. Focus on those books. Like, you do not need to be dating in high school. They're your friend. You will see them in school. Maybe you can go to a movie with your friends. Because they are your friend, though. I don't know him as a boyfriend, nothing like that. That will not run in my house. Like, no, like, I don't necessarily see the need, because what value are they bringing to your life? Like, for real, and this for both genders. Like, for real is like, I think at that age is really just companionship, which is like you can have in a friend. And I'm hoping you're not going to go to anything too crazy that you can't talk to your parents about, where it's like, oh, like, you know, a lot of people now are age, just more like you have that person that, like, after a long day you can just talk to them, Girl, they just be going to school, maybe a job, you know what I mean? So it's like, hopefully you have somebody to talk to your parents and stuff. And then obviously if you have your friend, your local friend, that you like this little boy. But then how would you navigate the question of, like, if your child comes in like, oh, I like this boy, I like this girl, like, how would you, like, you know, would you just say, oh, stop liking them?
No. I'll be like, what do you like about them? I'll ask them, find out.
But what's your end goal there?
Hoping that throughout the conversation, I'm able to help them understand, like, and then give them an example, like, oh, what do you like about them? And tell me what they like about them. I tell them, this is what I like about your mom, for example, you know what I mean? And just keep probing. It's like, try to give them an example of, like, obviously I'm hoping in my household they've seen what, like, I guess, like, love and relationship looks like, to know that, like, that's not something that they can get right now.
Yeah, maybe something. I just think that, yes, I agree. I will probe, like, oh, what do you like about them? But I think my end goal would just more be these things that you like about them, that's amazing. But I think that you guys should stay as friends, because at the end of the day, like, you guys are really young, and honestly, the same thing my parents used to say is for adults. There's something that's only for adults, my dear. Like,
but if you say stuff like that, it's gonna make them
want to do. I know. Obviously, I'm joking. I'll have the conversation of just more of like, hey, like, I just don't think. Yes, you can like them, and like, if you want to go to, like, I don't want this thing. I don't want them to hide things from me. So if you want to go to the movies with them, sure. But I think a lot of the things I would do is just more public stuff. And hey, they might be lying to their friends that they're dating. I will never know. That's just children. But in my household, that is not your boyfriend. That's your friend.
They can never come over when we're not in the house.
Exactly. I mean, but you can't really, niggas lie.
I have cameras in my house.
Nigga, if they know, you don't know, children know how to manhandle those cameras and figure something out, and
No, I wouldn't tell them what the cameras are.
I mean, the cameras. I mean, maybe at that time they'll be quite small, because now they're not that small. You will know if it's camera.
Yeah, but I'm just mean, like, they wouldn't, like, back, like, in the future, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully
the cameras are small.
Yeah, it's easy hideable.
But yeah, like, you can go to the local movies with them. Maybe a small Subway, you can go with them. Because I think you really can't control those things. Because if they want to do that after, like, high school, they will. It's just, to me, that's not your boyfriend, that's your friend, and they can't, exactly like you said, they can't come around when I'm not there. Even that holding hands thing, you cannot do it when I'm there. In front of me, I can't, you can. But yeah, Go ahead.
I was gonna say sit on separate sides of the couch, like the whole way.
Yeah, no, I agree. Even like parents are like, I find this is always again. Maybe it's because of the parents I had. Like they will have girlfriends and they can come over. Till this day, how old am I? I'm turning 25 this year. That cannot happen in my house. It can't happen. You think it can't happen. Like it actually can't happen in my house. Like my parents will not. Like if I live in the same house as my parents, obviously, like that's not running. Like what are they coming here to do? And you guys are going upstairs. Oh, that can't happen in my house. So, but yeah.
What about prom?
Like would I let them? Do you know what? Hey, like prom, because everybody knows what happens in prom for most people, right? It's like. Obviously, maybe even nothing crazy, but just like, okay, maybe that's the first time your child is drinking. That's the first time your child is doing certain things, or like. But I don't want them to stop. I don't want to stop them from that experience. I just hope I would have raised my child up until that point to make decisions that they want to do, right? And like solely they want to do by God. You know, I will raise them in a Christian home. I'm joking, but no, I'm not joking. I will raise them Christian, but anyways, but no, I'm hoping that I would have raised them well enough that like. Even if my parents are not here, I'm not gonna do this, you know. And that's because even at that point, if you haven't raised them to that point, that's crazy because you're gonna go to uni in 3 months or 4 months. So prom is not the biggest issue to me because they're gonna go away, you know what I mean, for uni. So it's like, yeah, I'm just hoping I would have raised them up at that point to like, just because everyone else is doing it doesn't mean I should do it. You know what I mean? Please don't do everything that everybody's doing, because when it's time, it's you that will come and catch. And yeah, like that's not.
I'm gonna be like Bad Boy, like Will Smith and thing in Bad Boys. What you come here for? What's your name? Reggie? How old are you? 16. Motherfucker, you look 30. That's what I'm gonna do.
30 for real.
30 for real. And then I'm gonna have all my friends come in and just act like just keep acting.
No, you have to tension the boy.
I feel like
if it's your baby, like your girl. I'm not saying for a boy you shouldn't tension the girl, but if it's your girl.
No. If it's a boy, if it's like a boy,
yeah,
the tension that he
will come from the mom.
Yeah, basically, but like also like me, like I would give the guy attention to like, hey, be careful.
Yeah,
like he has to be at that point, like he has to know how to protect himself and be careful.
Facts. It's true. But yeah, I'm gonna be like, girl, what you want with my son? I better go. No, I'll not be one of those mothers that don't let their sons like, you know, be a man or whatever. I'm joking. But yeah, okay. But yeah, let me know, guys, what kind of parent do you think you're gonna be in the future if you don't have children? If you do have children, what kind of parent are you obviously being in the present, like presently? I can't wait to be a auntie though. I'm just, God willing, I'll have enough money. Let me spoil my nieces and nephews and just be like, oh my God, auntie, period.
Rich auntie vibes.
But yeah, shout out to my sister though. But yeah, okay, that's it for In My Voice. Okay, moving on to Off the Cuff, which is a segment that's not consistent on the show, but I just do whatever I want to do. Now, Mrs. D, do you have any questions for me?
I got some general knowledge questions for you. 6.
Yeah.
And very quick though, they're all one-word answers. So
6. We have 5. I told you these episodes are short now because you people don't appreciate me enough.
Guys, start appreciating her, please.
Yeah,
so she can make the episodes longer. Has some spicy questions.
Yeah, no, 6 questions, but yeah, okay, let's go.
Okay, so general knowledge questions.
Yeah, because I'm smart. Girl.
Remember she said that in the first episode.
I'm smart.
We'll find out.
My mommy told me I'm smart.
Shout out, mommy. What planet has the most moons?
Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars.
Has the most moons?
Mars.
No.
What is that?
Saturn.
That's dumb. Who knows that, bro? You actually give me stuff that you know. You can't just give me random.
What continent is in Egypt?
What
continent? Oh, sorry.
Egypt in.
Sorry. What continent is Egypt in?
Africa.
Okay.
Period.
Okay, that was easy now.
Period.
No, you have to have known this because even without reading this one, I know this one.
Okay, what is it?
What is the chemical formula for table salt?
NaSO. Abi?
Close.
Wait.
I'll give you one more try.
It's Na something.
Yeah, that's why I said close. I'll give you one more try.
What is the other part? Na. Oh my gosh, I don't know. What is it? Na. Oh.
I think it's Ci or Co. I think it's an I though.
What did I say? SO.
I said SO.
I was thinking of NaCl. It's not I.
Yeah, it's not I. Are you sure? I'm pretty sure it's I.
No, it's not. It's NACL. See, I'm even smarter than this boy.
No, you're not. How many players are on a soccer?
It's defo CL, sodium chloride.
Okay, so CL.
NaCl.
Anyways.
Half points. I got NA, bro.
Sure, half points. How many players are on a soccer team on each per side?
11.
Okay, so you know a little football. Small football.
Yeah, that's what we learn in Nigeria. Football. Soccer. Oh no, football. No.
Football.
Yeah.
What is the Yeah, what is the currency used in Japan?
Yen.
Okay.
Guys, like honestly, yo, anyone should come and challenge me if I'm...
What is the primary language spoken in Brazil?
Portuguese. Anyone should challenge me. Are you dumb? Are you stupid? Are you dumb?
Which ocean?
I'm too smart.
Which ocean?
Please.
Okay, fine. In which year did World War II end?
Oh, I hate this question because it's only World War I remember. I hate this question. I see this all the time, but I can never remember. 1935.
1945.
Oh, I was actually pretty close.
10 years.
Okay, but like I got the 5, like 35, 45. If you gave me another guess, I would have gotten it. I think there's 2 more questions, please.
Okay. Who wrote Macbeth?
Shakespeare.
Okay.
Y'all challenge me for real because it's given too smart. Anyway, I'm challenging everybody watching this video. Come on the pod. Let's do Are You Smarter Than the Host? Because I'm too smart. Are you dumb? Are you stupid? Are you dumb? Okay, let's go.
Okay. Here's a very hard general knowledge question.
Why, bro? You just want to embarrass me in front of my people?
We gotta end it off. We gotta show them. You said you're smart.
Okay,
you gotta show them.
Okay.
What is the name of the hypothetical particle that mediates the force of gravity? Oh no, this is too much now.
Like, what does that even mean?
This is too much now.
Science, I'm not a science.
I don't know why they're doing this. This is too much.
Oh, girl, this is my time to go.
No. How many oceans are there in the world? How many oceans?
I know it's 6 or 7, but what am I gonna go with? Is the question. I'm gonna say 7.
7 oceans?
Like big oceans, no? Like the largest oceans. I don't know what you're asking. Like the Atlantic and Pacific and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Is there only 6? It's not 8. I know it's not 8. There's no.
No. But what's your final answer?
My final answer is is it 6? No, it's 7. I think it's 7. I'm gonna stick by 7. God, don't fail me now. Maybe send me 6.
Everybody, give a round of applause.
Don't do me if you're lying.
No. Give a round of applause. Clap. It's 5.
I knew it. Can you
name? If you name them, I'll give it to you.
Mediterranean. Oh, that's a sea. That's a sea. Sorry. Okay, Atlantic, Pacific.
Okay.
That's all I got, brother.
That's all you got? Come on, think. Think now.
Indian.
Okay, that's 3.
So there's 2 more.
It's 2 more. Yeah, I'll give you
look
2
at me.
points.
I can get it.
Okay, I'll look at you.
Atlantic, Pacific, and then give me a hint.
No hints.
Brother, please.
They both. Okay, one of them I can accept one that starts with an A or one that starts with an S for one of them. You can say one or the other.
I feel like I can feel the people screaming and be like, bro, how don't you know these 2 oceans? Atlantic, Pacific, Indian. S. You said S. No, not Sa. I don't know it.
Do you give up?
Yeah, I give up.
Are you sure? Okay. Southern Ocean.
I was never getting that.
and Arctic Ocean.
Fuck, I was gonna get the Arctic one.
So why didn't you say Arctic?
I don't know, man. You know in the brain, you know what I mean? So yeah. Anyways, yeah, this was a short, quick episode. I had to rush this because you probably appreciates me. That's why. But no, I'm joking. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Again, listen on Spotify, share with your friends, share with your family, share with people, so like they can get like this episode and like this pod and like listen to it, right? Yeah. Tell him, Mr. D.
Please, I don't want to be out of a job.
Yeah, exactly. Don't let me fire him. Like, please save people's jobs now.
Save my job.
Exactly. But no, yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. I love y'all.
Shout out to all the moms.
Yeah. Shout out to my sister. She was my second mom. So, yeah. Shout out to her. Shout out to my actual mom, too. I love you, mommy. But yeah, okay. Bye, guys.